trenger en 6-9-3, ja. Det er 1 minutt igjen. Straks.
Straks. There you go. We have 1 minute left now. 1 minute left. Espen, you are in front with a 13-666. 13-666. Naomi in second with a 10-5-0. Lindes, you are in third with a 7-0-7. But I think we are waiting for your last wave score. That is definitely going to improve your positioning, leaving you with a smaller wave score needed. You only have 30 seconds left to get that, and looking at the horizon, you're literally going to have to throw yourself into whatever comes.
Lindis representing Jærens Rev.
Oh, that's a shame. She really needed that.
Og Trondheim, selvfølgelig.
Now we have it. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we have it. Congratulations to Espen and Naomi. You are through to the final of the longboard in the Norwegian Championships. Lindes, thank you so much for your effort.
Og hjelp med å
arrange,
arrange og bære ned I dag.
Yeah, Lindes has been
big
round of applause. Hey, move of the day.
Snakk om å ryke ut med stil.
Espen get himself a little body surf on the way in. So there we go. We will be moving into. Let me just double check before I start calling this out.
Det heat nummer 2 I mixed longboard semifinale. Da har vi altså Trond Virstad I oransje. I gult så det Kim Lund, og I blått Åge Åsbø. Og så gir vi en stor applaus til semifinale heatet for longboard. Woo! Så hvis det noen spørsmål eller ønsker fra Facebook, de som følger med der, så det bare å skrive inn. Så Mark Boyd sier Epic. Takker for det. Og det jo takket være til gjengen på teknisk her som får dette til med VSL-kvalitet livestream. Og det jo Terje, spesielt kanskje vi kan få Terje I kamera. Kan vi få det? The big boss himself. Du må ta oss og mikse deg selv inn, Terje.
Yeah, big shout out to Terry. He's been here every morning, directing absolutely everything, and he's the first one here, last one home every night, every morning. So we couldn't have any live stream or music or anything without him doing this. So big thanks to Terry for that, and surfeskole and waves.
Og Michael også baki der, som Terjes høyre hånd.
Yeah.
Og støttespiller.
Big shout out to Mike. Sorry, brother.
Og selvfølgelig tusen takk til alle filmfolk som står her dagen lang ute I kulda. De har ikke gleden av å sitte inne I telt som meg og Richard har. Det altså Vegard som snakker nå. Det kommer en lille bølge. Det skal vi se om Åge kommer med den, ja. Stylish på sitt blåe brett og blåe drakt. Da er vi altså på en FaceTime-call.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Det er altså Richard snakker med seg selv her.
Do we have any sound? Yeah, there we have you. We have a special guest. We have all stars on the line. We have the man himself, Ivar. Hi, Ivar. Good day. You are live out on microphone to the beach and the thousands of people watching at home. So we hear you've been watching, keeping up live and watching the event from the terrible warmth of Portugal.
Ja, meg og dotteren min har fulgt nøye med på stream og sett de elleville kommentatorene og de flotte forholdene og de flinke utøverne. Ja, det er veldig gøy.
So we have other plans to come home soon and kickstart River All Stars again.
Ja, akkurat nå er jeg jo travlt opptatt med å være fabler for en veldig grei unge, men vi kommer hjem i midten av november, cirka. Og da sveiver vi i gang stigertett igjen, og så blir det ny runde med All Stars.
So any plans on who you're going to kickstart the season off with?
Nei, det er utrolig lite planlegging.
I don't believe it.
Det virket som et pressmiddel at vi skulle selge oss selv inn her.
Ja, det var det. Det er bra fisking. Jeg må fortelle, vi er på Costa Caparica nå, litt sør for Lisboa. Og da går jeg tur med dotteren min hver morgen i Oppdraget. Og første morgenen vi var der, så kom jeg ned på stranden, så var det flateste havet jeg har sett i hele mitt liv. Det var flatere enn det flateste. Det var en surfkonkurranse, ungarsk surfefest. På stranden, en masse ungarer i Portugal som hadde konkurranse på. Ja, de måtte ha vingfoilen inn, tror jeg, litt for å få til noe. Og der måtte det gå an hver morgen i 4 dager, tror jeg det var uten ei følge.
So when we're here complaining about the conditions here, it's kind of lame. I saw some of your posts on Instagram. Say one more time.
Du som har bodd i hele verden, vet du noe om støtteforholdene i Ungarn som vanligvis?
Ungarn, yeah. Well, not a country I've been to myself, but I think they're actually supposed to have pretty good surf down there, yeah? I don't know.
Har de kyst i hele tatt da?
Uganda? Nei.
Ungarn?
Your geography should be better than mine.
Klarer ikke det. Ja.
We do some research on it, yeah, so when we have a Rev All-Stars on surfing in Uganda.
Ungarn eller Ugan? Er det Uganda nå?
I have no idea.
Men kjekt å se deg. Og
Ja.
har du noen tips til oss som skal få fulle tid mens vi snakker? Du er jo kongen av å snakke og ha gode samtaler. Har du noen gode...
Det gjelder jo bare... Det gjelder å fylle inn all slags informasjon om seg selv.
Ja. Jeg har jobbet med å organisere det litt.
Jeg tror det var utrolig mange som var lokale, blant annet så vet jeg at Eiden Lea var lokal.
Ja, i forhold til hva vi sa.
Ja, men det var mange som med i surfeskole. Men det var jo mye god informasjon om folk, er det ikke det?
Jo da, det er det. Vi skal være flinkere å bruke de skjemaene nå. Det var litt hultert og bultert, men nå er det organisert og linet opp i Excel-skjema, så nå skal vi klare å bruke litt mer. Men det er ikke alle som har vært så flinke å fylle det ut. Så vi har ikke liksom... Men ja, det er et godt innspill å bruke det. Det er det.
Ellers må jeg si at dere er veldig flinke å snakke. Dere har en god dynamikk. Når jeg har gått tur med Ulva, så har jeg bare hørt på dere som radio, uten å se på bildet. Det har fungert veldig godt.
Det var hyggelig å høre.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Og Ingeborg også, Sveinland og snakke.
Ja.
I think it was good to have Ingeborg, mate, because she knows the smallest details on absolutely everybody. So it's definitely something we need to work on. Maybe a bit of research on the competitors each year. A little bit more information.
Absolutt.
Make it a bit more interesting. But yeah, hopefully each year we can improve and make this better each time.
Øve litt på uttalen på navnene I forkant.
And maybe get some different... Yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to get so technical that we'll be able to watch a screen and we'll have like these little flags that float around them like they do in these computer games that come around. Or just someone on the beach telling me what's what. But anyway, Eva, we won't keep you too long. Lovely to speak to you. We look forward to you guys coming home and kick-starting the new season of Rev All-Stars from the speaker telter, Kim Jung and everything. But yeah, sure, a big shout out from everybody home here on Bora. And enjoy the rest of your Papa Perm. Excellent. Okay, you take care of yourself. Bye bye.
Det var så Ivar Vastveit, kongen av speakerteltet og Reve Allstars-podcasten, så dere kan følge med på og høre på via for eksempel Spotify. Masse bra intervjuer og diskusjoner med de lokale surferne og om det lokale surfmiljøet her på Jæren.
Hold on, I got Kelly Slater on the line.
Var ikke tid til han.
Nah, I'm just going to hang up.
Ja, nå må vi snakke litt der, Richard. Det har fått så mye skrøyt der nå, at nå er jeg boostet opp til å kunne ta noen timer til.
Yeah. Well, back to the water. We do have action out in the water. It's not all about us. We do have semi-final heat number 2. Currently, we have in the longboard mixed class, we have Trond in first place with a 9-0. Second place is Arga Aspo with a 4.83, and right behind him is Kim Lund with a 4.66. Looks like we've got Arga Jaga down a little wave here, a little laid back style. Little bottom turn here from I think it was from Trond. Not much of a wave behind us, so he's just going to jump off and get himself back out the back there. Looking at the wave angle, it's not just the wind coming from the south, but actually does look like that swell is a little bit more south, so it's coming in a little bit off the side of that sandbank. Just adding to the challenge of the conditions today. As you can see, a little backwash in there, so the backwash is affecting it all the way through the lineup, not just the beach break.
Og Trond som leder nå, han altså 31 år. Og hans favorittbrett Smooth Operator. Single fin.
Nice.
Jeg fikk ikke testet mitt smooth operator med singelfilm før jeg knakk det. Så jeg hadde singelfilm liggende, men den røyk. Og hans favoritt homespot, eller favorittspotten er i hvert fall Hoddevik. Og han ville helst vært på tur med sin pappa, og pappaen er også hans favorittsurfer.
Oh, that's nice.
Det er veldig hyggelig da.
Have you surfed much yourself in Hoddevik?
Det er lenge siden. Det var nok de første jeg surfet. Jeg gikk på folkeskole oppe på Nordfjord, og det var bare et par timer under Hoddevika. Så når vi hadde surfing på folkeskolen, så reiste vi til Stad.
Så cool.
Men og så hadde vi noen turer fra Trondheim, der vi reiste ned til Hoddevika på liksom, som skulle være sånne kule surfere, uten at vi kunne surfe. Så
Just like we are now, like today. Nothing's changed.
Ja. Men da var det sinnssykt svært, og vi måtte paddle ut der med moloen. Vi kunne nesten ikke paddle. Vi hadde leid noen sånn gigabrett av han, hva heter han, han oppe der. Paddlet vi ut, og så kom det en gigabølge. Og så var vi alle sammen på samme bølge. Så han tok et bilde, han lokale der oppe. Som jeg så mange år senere, så var det utrolig løy å se. Men det var liksom...
ended up just being a 2-foot wave with 20 people on it?
Altså, det var en svær bølge.
Was it a big wave?
Jeg lå på magen. Jo. Men
Is this where your Harry Potter stance was born?
Jeg var født Harry Potter. Og det var utrolig kjekt. Og da var vi ferdig. Gikk vi ut med voloen og tok en gigabølge hele veien inn til stranden. Og så var vi, ok, det der gjør vi ikke igjen.
Yeah, that would be called, if I translate, that's like the harbour a little bit further up. Yeah. So it was pretty big that day then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I went to Hoddevika was probably, what would it be now, about 6 years ago. And I was in there in the middle of summer and didn't expect any surf. And then this massive storm came through. And ended up scoring Hoddevika for 3 days straight with about double overhead. And we were getting, I don't know, maybe like 100-meter rides and then a massive beach closeouts. And it was super fun. And just as it dropped a little bit, then we went around to Ervik for a couple of days and we scored the outside reef there. And probably one of the best 4 to 5 days surf I've ever had in Norway. Normally I think Hoddevik is a bit of a longboard wave, a bit of a closeout, but those 3 days we had were absolutely epic.
Yeah, wow. Jeg synes det fantastisk der.
But it's just so beautiful. I just remember sitting in the middle with the cliffs on both sides, but you couldn't quite see the top of the cliffs because the cloud line. And then there were like sea eagles flying around, and it was probably one of the most magical places I've sat and surfed.
Jeg har masse gode minner fra Stadland. Altså det var ikke så mange, det var 2-3 år siden vi var på Erlvika midt på sommeren og surfet sinnssykt bra bølger. Og jeg hadde aldri trodd vi skulle få noe sånt på sommeren, men det var svære, kanonfine bølger i nydelig lys. Bare litt uvirkelig når det er på sommeren, når du ikke tror du skal få noe bare skikkelig surf.
That was weird. We didn't think much about it, and that was the first time I'd been that north in Norway as well. So it literally was semi-dark for like 45 minutes. So I was surfing until 12 o'clock at night, and then I'd sleep for 2 hours. And then my daughter was in the van, and we were right on the beach, so she'd just continue sleeping. I'd get at 3 o'clock in the morning, and just straight out surfing, and then getting that sunrise coming up over through the back of the... it was absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely somewhere I need to get back to quite soon and have a surf.
Ja, så en hilsen til alle som ser på oppe i Hoddevik, eller på Stadlandet generelt sett.
Yeah, big shout out. But in the water, we do have Trond on a couple more waves. He has grabbed himself 2 more waves while we've been sitting here blabbing on about our past travels. But Trond is still up in first place with a 10.33. And then we have Arga in second with a 5.83, where we have Kim down in third place with a 4.66, needing a 2.51 to get itself into the final. It is 1 and 2 that go through. So I presume that means that the final will be a 4-man heat.
Det får vi nesten anta. Og om Kim Erlund, som foreløpig ligger på 3. plass, så han 50 år. Og det han sier om seg selv er at en gammel gris er også en gris.
We've got a bit of an update here. Give us 2 seconds.
Da har vi fått litt mer info fra hoveddommer Hasse. Og det er at alle som skal surfe nå, altså junior gutter, junior damer og longboardere, skal møtes der dere har hentet rashguardene 10 minutter inn i pausen, altså om 15 minutter, for å få oppdateringer fra hoveddommerne. Jeg gjentar, alle junior-jenter og junior-gutter, i tillegg til longboardere, skal få informasjon fra hoveddommerne om 15 minutter ved rashguardene. Og nå har han passert mindre enn 5 minutter igjen av semifinalen. Det er 4,5 minutter igjen. Og det er Trond fortsatt som har taket på det. Men det er veldig jevnt mellom Åge og Kim.
Yeah, Kim's just needing a 284. I mean, that's just one quick little wave and it can change everything. So, yeah, Kim, get hunting. A 284, you're needing to get yourself into the Norwegian Championships final for mixed longboard. But as Vega says, Trond is in first place with a 10.33. Aga is in second with a 6.16. And Kim, you're in that third place with a 5.5. Also, Trond, a little heads up, you have 8 waves, so you only have 2 more scoring waves. Aga on a little right-hander here. Not much water behind it, but is might get a little inside section here. Hands behind the back, little bit of a style. That does look like Kim there. Yeah, he's got his feet to the nose. Toes to the nose, as you say. But he is needing a 284. I'm not quite sure that's going to get him there.
Det var nok litt for lite push i bølger til å klare å gå fram på brettet.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to, for the last 3 minutes here, they're going to need to get themselves on a little peak here and actually get a clean-faced wave. I don't think a little foam ride is going to cut it. Remember, this is for a place in the finals of longboard, so we need to see some full wave riding.
Og Kim må bruke sin erfaring nå til å få den siste bølgen han trenger. Og han har surfet siden 91. Det er jo ganske mange her på stranden som ikke var født da. Men jeg lurer på en ting, Richard. Det er flere longboardere som sier at Peach er en av favorittbølgene de. Vet du hvor Peach er?
Peach?
Er det på Jæren? Du har kjørt om Peach på Jæren?
Peach?
Kan det være noe...
Well, if it's a lot of the locals are saying that, then it must be somewhere local. But also, I mean, the thing is that when you're a longboarder, a lot of these... Peach, okay, Peach is Hordevika for more. Okay, we've got a bit of knowledge here. Dropping some knowledge bombs here from our German friend. We have Peach apparently is the right-hander in Hordevika.
Og lærte meg noe nytt.
So there we go. I thought that had the same name as the left, which was called Closeout. But there you go. It's called Peach. Another one may be called Apple Trees. Grapefruits. There we go. less seeds. So we have just over 1 minute to go. Not much changed, or nothing changed in the lineup there. Still Trond in first, Arga second, and Kim in third. There we go. We have just the last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we have it. That is the end of semi-final heat number 2 in longboard mixed class. Bit of a slow heat, but we have a winner, which is Trond with a 10.63. Second place, Kim Lund, 6.63. Congratulations to the both of you. You are through to the Norwegian finals in longboard. Arga, thank you so much for your presence in the competition. Hope to see you again next year. So we will be going into a break, and shortly, please remember, anyone that is continuing surfing today, as in the juniors in boys and girls and longboard, we will be having a meeting, and that will take place where the rash guards are on 10 minutes, or in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, if you are still surfing today in the junior boys and girls class and longboard, please come and meet in 10 minutes with the rash guards. on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We will be kicking off now with junior boys, which is round 1, heat 1. So if you guys are in the lineup, maybe get yourselves actually out the back of the lineup rather than catching waves, because we're going to be kicking off within the next 2 minutes. Within the junior boys, round 1, heat 1, we have Max Hygge, Freeman Breivik, Sanne Ramsk, and Sigurd Seversen. So guys, yep, now maybe finish your free surf and get yourselves back in the lineup. It actually does look like the wind has turned around and gone offshore. It looks like we've got some nice peaks. So, but wait for the horn to go before you start paddling for waves. Be kind of sad to get yourself a decent wave before we start judging you. So, welcome back, Vega. Hope you've got some food and coffee into you and you're ready to finish off the afternoon here on Bora.
Jeg kjenner jeg angrer litt på ikke å spise en pølse. Så det får jeg holde ut med.
We can also ask one of the amazing...
det har vært servicen har vært ubeklagelig.
We cannot complain.
Så har vi fått... Jeg kom akkurat fra telefonen fra statsforvalteren, og det ser at jeg får lov til å være på Brusen i morgen. Så det blir, hvis vi ønsker det. Fordi det kan hende at det er det som blir best i morgen. Så det var bra service fra statsforvalteren.
We now kick-started round 1, heat 1 of the junior gutter. We'll get Vega to let everybody know what colours these guys are in.
Ja, vi har Max Hygge i oransje, og i gult har vi Freeman Breivik. Og i blått har vi Sander Remkes fra lista. Og i grønt har vi Sigurd Severinsen.
Woo! I'm really happy you struggled with that Remkes, because I had no idea how to say it either.
Ja, jeg måtte tenke litt på den.
So yeah, we are 25-minute heats, and we are round 1, heat 1 of junior boys. As Vega said, we have Max Hygge, Freeman Breivik, Sannes Ramkes, and Sigurd Severinsen in the lineup. Max from Jæren, Freeman Leg, Sanne from Lister, and Sigurd also from Jæren. Looks like we've got a bit of action of paddling a little bit further south. We've got a couple of little peaks here, but we do have a rip going through the middle of it, which is shifting that peak around. So that means that actually the wave will start to jack up on that back reef, but then completely disappear, and we'll hold up to the inside. But these guys have been free surfing the last half hour, so they should know how this break is working at the moment. They've been catching waves the last 20 minutes. So we'll now see if that's helped them work this lineup out. So looking at the conditions for tomorrow, we're trying to work out whether we will be looking further south. We do have we're lucky that from Hellese all the way down to possibilities of spots down in Brusan. But obviously we have to wake up in the morning and hopefully get these guys on the best waves possible. Tomorrow the forecast is for 8 to 9 feet at 8 seconds with straight west winds moving to south wind. We have a little set coming here. We do have a paddle going on. So we obviously do not have priority, but we do have gentleman rules in the lineup. We have a nice little ride here. Fortunately, doesn't quite get going, but we do have blue on a paddle here. But it's a little bit difficult with the two banks. See, it starts to hit that bank at the back there, but then runs into deep water. So it does look like only like 15-20 meters north of the guys. That little right bank is starting to work a little bit better, so they just need to reposition themselves, and there are plenty of scoring waves out there now. As you can see there now, we've got a rider up and down. That could possibly be a first interference call there. We're not quite sure how strict the guy's going, but that was a left wave. So just be a little bit careful, guys, because we do have to call interference rules if you're stopping someone from scoring or interfering their possibility of scoring. Have a little open face here for the guy. Bit of foam pumping going on there. So we do have some new scores in. We have currently we have Sigurd out in first place with an 8-0. His first wave did get him a nice, pretty solid score for today's conditions at a 6. So he is currently in first place with an 8-0. Sander in second place with 2 rides with a max score of 6-2-6. Third place, Max Hugger with a 5-3-3. And in fourth, we have Freeman Breivik with a 1-5-0. As you can see, the conditions are extremely challenging, especially with the 2 little banks backwashing. Yeah, we did get an interference call, Max Hugger. Unfortunately, Max Hugger, you did get an interference on that wave. So your best score will be halved. So that puts a little bit of extra pressure on you to get yourself a solid backup score. Second best. Sorry, the second best score will be getting an interference score, which is your second best wave will be halved. We have Sander doing a bit of freestyling there. Nice to see people just having a bit of fun as well, not always taking everything so seriously. Looks like we have a bit of a set coming through here. Hopefully this one's going to hold up for the who decides not to turn. Have a paddler going very hard for this one. Pumping down, trying to get in the face. He does get a nice little turn there. Unfortunately, not much water left behind that wave. So that wind has changed offshore, and you can see it has cleaned up the conditions. So although it is pretty small, there are some nice little rides out there to be gotten. So just over 15 minutes left in round 1, heat 1, junior boys. Sigurd in first place, Max Hugger up to second now, Sander third, and Freeman down in fourth. But obviously 15 minutes to go. Halfway through this heat, plenty of time to score some waves. Have a rider up on the inside here, trying to get on his heel side there, but gets bucked off in the backwash. A couple of little turns there for, which I think was Freeman finally, was it Max?
Det var nok Freeman det, ja.
Yeah, so as Freeman managed to, obviously he was sat in 4th place with just a single score, but that's helped him out now. That's put him up into 3rd place. Obviously Sander is going to have to battle out his interference call. A nice little ride there. Little inside wave starting to give a little bit of face to play on. You can see that backwash really playing there. Fortunately, that backwash has actually just pushed Sander off of that wave. Just a little heads up, it was Sander that got the interference call. I think I actually said it was Max. Sorry, it was Sander that got the interference call. So Sander's second wave will be halved. As it stands, Max, you are already out in 1st place now with a 940. But little ops to you have caught already 8 waves. Remember, you do have a max total of waves that you will be judged on. So Sigurd, you are 2nd place with an 867. Freeman in 3rd with a 70, and Sander 4th with a 550. Okay, heads up now. It is a 12 wave max. So Max, you are still allowed to catch 4 more waves for scoring. 4 scoring waves.
Og det er altså 12 minutter igjen. Og Sander, du trenger en 7.49. Er på 4. plass. Freeman, du trenger en 5.23 på 3. plass. Og Sigurd, du har 8.67. Og Max, du har 9.40. Og Sander, du har som sagt en interference, så du får halvert din dårligste score. Sigurd oppe. Prøver å gjøre en liten manøver, men det fikk ikke helt nok trøkk i bølga.
over there.
Altså både Frimann i gult og Sigurd i grønt trenger 6-5-1 for å ta plassen av fra Max, som ligger i tet.
That's a nice little, a small wave, but with a little bit clean. It's actually worked out really, really well. That's really good surfing on a very small wave. Managed to pump a couple of little top to bottom moves on that one. Not easy, but we're getting a couple of little clean faces. This one's up and down as well. Proper little off the top turn there, nicely done. Working into the inside here, getting his weight forward on his board nicely, but just loses the power of the wave. Max on a nice little right-hander here. Sander, sorry, yeah. You can see that backwash coming through, actually making the wave look like it's kind of breathing. Not making it easy to work out what to do. So we'll see if that last wave gets Sander out of a combination. Obviously, getting an interference is always makes it super difficult. But as Vega mentioned, no one leaves us right now. It is the first place gets us a ticket straight into the final, as well the second, third, and fourth will hit the repechage, and then the repechages will then get a place to the semi-final.
Og det imponerende av Sander, som bare 13 år gammel, men likevel surfa i 2 år. Og det imponerende at han med i junior og surfer med folk som betydelig eldre enn han.
Yeah, it's always fun and always good to have the youth getting involved in competitions. So we've just under 5 minutes left to go. Yeah, Sanders still sat in a combination with needing 18.36. Sigurd in third with 9.10, needing an 8.17. And Freeman Breivik in second with 11.83, needing an 8.17 to get his ticket straight into the final. Currently Max nicely out in front with a 14.17. So Max is currently sitting with a ticket in his hand. But we do have a little wave popping up here. A little bit of a knee ride. So there's no shortage of waves being caught in this heat. We have all Max, Sigurd and Sander all catching over 8 waves. So we've got a nice little set coming through. We'll see how it's going to react to the sand when it hits the sandbank here. It does look like it's going to give a little chip in before the backwash. Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, it bounces one of them off. So that backwash is really creating a couple of little extra problems for these guys to deal with. Looks like we've got a couple of little lumps coming through here, further south. Looks like all 4 riders have spotted it, scrambling for the shoulder there. Hopefully it won't just run into deep water, but we'll chip one of them into it. It does. See if he gets into some clean water. Fortunately, just runs off a little bit too quick.
Og Max på en fin liten boogieboard barrel. Jeg vet ikke om du får så mye poeng, men det er i hvert fall flott å se på. Jeg anerkjenner den.
No, I think you actually have to officially get to your feet to class it as a ride, and you have to finish it on your feet as well.
Vi kan kjapt ta hva han trenger. Sander, du trenger en kombinasjon med totalt 18 poeng. Sigurd på tredjeplass, beklager, du trenger en 8-17. Frimann på andre, du trenger en 8-17 du også. Og Max, du leder og ligger an til å få en finalebillett. Og det er 1 minutt og 20 sekunder igjen.
Yeah, we have some paddlers for this. Looks like all three are paddling in. Have to keep an eye out for gets a bit tricky. Keep an eye on. You don't want to end up getting yourselves in front of somebody. Losing half of your score again on your second wave. This stage in that competition, that could lose you your first place and put you back into repechage. But with less than a minute to go, we do still have Max out in front with Freeman in second, Sigurd third, and Sander down in fourth. We have a rider up on this toe side, but just absolutely no face on this wave. Bit of frustration there as well.
Men du må ikke bli frustrert, Max. Du ligger an til å gå videre til finalen uansett.
Ja.
Frimann med et siste forsøk, men det var ikke nok å hente i bølger der.
And there we go. Then we have just 3, 2, 1. Now we have the end of that, but no one goes out. No one's going home. We have Max. Congratulations, you are straight into the final. Freeman, Sigurd, and Sander. You will be competing again in the repechage heat for a place in the final of Junior Boys Norwegian Champion. So we go straight into the next heat of round 1, heat 2, Junior Boys.
Yes, og der har vi 3 deltakere. Der har vi i oransje Silas Samran, i gult Jørgen Gjelseth, og i blått Sebastian Dyngeland. Alle representerer Jæren Surf.
Yep, 3 local boys. So we are now in with round 1, heat 2 of junior boys. They have 25 minutes to for one of them to seal a place straight into the semis. And the rest will be welcome back for the repechage heat. Let's have a big round of applause for the 4 guys in the last heat. Well done. We do have a rider. We have a rider up and going. It looks like this was Jørgen trying to...
Jørgen og Sebastian var også oppe, og Silas har bølger nå.
Silas now a nice little down the line pump in. Absolutely milking a nothing wave. Doing really, really well on a small wave.
Og så har vi fått informasjon om Jørgen her. Han er fra Moss og har egentlig drevet mest med windsurfing. Men de 10 siste årene så har han faktisk begynt å surfe en del. Han er bare 18 år. Så det er jo imponerende å være en surfer fra Moss. Det er vel ikke så mange bølger de har der borte i Østfold, vil jeg tro. I hvert fall gamle Østfold.
So we're just waiting on some scores from the last couple of waves ridden. But Silas and Jørgen have both waiting on some scores.
Det ser ut som Jørgen har Jørgen fra Moss har et ganske lite brett. Han sitter djupt nede i vannet der. Men det gir vel mye muligheter for å manøvrere seg.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's, he's sinking pretty much up to his mid. So he's, I don't know, he's probably only on about half liters to his kilos. We have Sebastian paddling for this. Unfortunately, that's just not going to really offer up anything. Those little insiders they generally just close out quite quickly. Looks like both still in that little right-hand bank there, so they paddled a little bit further north. That bank has produced, at least it is in front of this rip, so it's not being affected so much by that backwash. It looks like we have a little wave coming. It does look like to be Sebastian to find himself in the right spot maybe. And Sebastian's going to let that roll under. Just manages just to get to his feet with a quick little up and down there. Not really any scoring potential there, but we do have a paddler on this. There's just very little push behind this wave, but he's managed to get a little off the top there. So there's a little single move. So he will be getting some scores of that, but currently as it stands, Silas is in first place with a 4.33, where Sebastian is second with a 3.33. Jürgen sat down in third with a 2.97. That's going to change quite quick because we are waiting on some scores. But if you're going to bump into someone at first light on a wave check, it's normally Silas driving in or out. But we have a bit of a paddle going on here. Looks like he's looking for a little right-hander. It does look like he might get a little face to work on here, but just not enough foam in the nose on that board. Just sinks in. So, Vega, what do you reckon? I think with waves like this, it does. I think these guys, really need to think maybe about the right board that they choose. I know a lot of these guys only have one board, but maybe think about borrowing from a friend or phoning a friend or.
Ja, men det er jo det, men det er litt sånn kjekt å surfe sitt eget brett som man kjenner også. Så det er jo litt dilemma at du vil ikke. Det er skummelt å prøve noe helt nytt for NM. Det er jo ofte komfortabel og kjent med sitt eget brett, så det å drive og låne brett fra andre rett før konkurranse det kan jo slå begge veier.
Ja.
Og Jørgen oppe nå, men det var ikke helt den bølgen han trengte. Men fortsatt veldig jevnt. Det er 18 minutter igjen nå. Jørgen, du er på tredje, trenger en 4.86. Sebastian, andre, du trenger en 5.30. Nei, beklager, nå er det endret. Men scores er egentlig samme. Sebastian, du trenger fortsatt 5.30. Jørgen, du trenger en 4.80. Og Silas, du leder med 7.80. Men det er klart, volum, vi snakket om det i går også, det der med balansen mellom volum og størrelse, at du vil ha litt volum for å komme med bølgene, men du vil også ha små nok brett og klare å gjøre manøvre.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, especially in waves like this, it's like you're going to have to, obviously, there is no high performance in waves like this, so that extra little volume will help you just catch some waves, and we will just keep you in on the wave as well, so it will give you the opportunity to do something. These waves aren't going to produce enough speed and power for you to go above the lip or to really start throwing your fins out. So you might as well get yourself on a board that's going to allow you to catch waves and actually remain on the wave while you're there, and rather than sinking as soon as you get to your feet. So
og så det å komme seg kjapt på brettet også. At det er så liten tid at det hjelper å få litt mer kraft hvis du har et
little more volume. And these waves, they do seem to fizzle on that back bank when they do come, so having a bit more volume will get you into that wave and give you the opportunity to actually express yourself a little bit.
Vi finner noe om det Silas på jakt nå etter noe som bryter, men nei, det litt sånn lurebølger som ser ut som de skal bygge seg opp.
Yeah, they just hit that little deep channel of water there. But anyone that spent much time surfing beach breaks, that's just how it is. You know, you spend a lot of time hunting down, and you always feel you're just a couple of meters off of where you're supposed to be, and you move 5 meters, and then you end up having to move back because you always feel like you're sat in the wrong spot. Some days you feel like you're always in the right spot, and some days it's completely the other way.
Men jeg føler det handler litt også om hvor bra og raske folk, hvor raskt du klarer å paddle. De som veldig både klarer å lese bølgen og paddle kjapt, kommer som regel i rett posisjon. Uansett hvor uforutsigbart det
You see, even in the free surf, you see a lot of people, they put a lot of energy into getting around, and some people, they'll just take their session a little bit more chilled, and they'll sit in their one spot and just wait for a wave to come to them. And then you got other ones that will go down and hunt it.
Ja, nei, for min del så det vanskelig. Hvis jeg skal paddle som en gal rett for bølger, så det vanskelig å da klare å ha kraft til pop-upen. Hvis en har paddlet 30 meter først, som gal, og så skal du ta bølger, og så har du null styrke igjen, og så bare tryner du. Så jeg må bare like på stedet og håpe det kommer.
That's why you lie down on your drop-ins. You just like have an extra couple of seconds break before you get going.
Vente til bølger ferdig med å reise meg opp.
But it does look like we've got a couple of little waves. You can see the little short wind swell coming through. But there's just no water behind the wave, so there's not creating any power. But we do have blue up. He's unfortunately chose to go right instead of left on that one. So we have just over 14 minutes left, and we still have Silas in first place with a 7.83. Jürgen, you're in second with a 5.30. Right behind is Sebastian with a 5.03. Sebastian, you need a 5.3 to grab first place, and Jürgen, you need a 4.86.
Og som jeg sa, så det jo vinneren her som går direkte til finalen, mens andre- og tredjeplassen, de skal surfe i semifinale senere i dag.
Yeah, so did a repechage or so into semi-final?
Nei, det ikke repechage, det kun semifinale. Semifinalen en slags repechage.
Okay.
Så det ikke store forskjellen. Det jo Silas har 7-8, og Jørgen og Sebastian nede på 5, men Silas har 2 bedre scores enn det Jørgen og Sebastian har, så de trenger begge en solid score for å ta ledelsen.
Nice. Nice little top turner.
Av Silas. Jeg vil tro han forbedrer sin score på 3-5, laveste scoren på 3-5 der. I de bølgene her, så det ikke lett å få så mye mer utover en bølge enn det. Men det viser det mulig.
Yeah, you can see you could get a couple of little pumps on those clean little decent turn in. So there's a bit of luck involved in it as well. But the guys still have 12 minutes left, so there's still plenty of time in this heat. But Silas in with a heavy hitting fourth wave there with an 8.67. So that's quite a dominating wave. They're definitely being rewarded for being able to get all that speed out of a small wave and one solid turn. I mean, completely agree with that score on that one. That's actually probably score of the day. That's the highest. I think that's the highest score we've had today. So Silas is up in front in first place with a solid 13, straight 13, with Jürgen in second with a 5.30, and Sebastian now down in third place. That has put both Jürgen and Sebastian in a combination position. That means that the guys still need 2 high-scoring waves. Selassie sat with an 8.67 and a 4.33. So both Jürgen and Sebastian both need waves of both over 5 to even look at taking Selassie's ticket for the final away.
Jeg ser på Silas sin, når vi spurte Silas hva favorittspotten hans så svarer han bare hehehehe.
Yeah, we know.
Det luringen.
Maybe we should ask you some of these questions that the competitors had, Vega. What about you then? How long have you been surfing?
Oi. Ja, det jo... skal vi se nå først om Silas får den. Ja, Silas oppe.
Fortunately, that backwash kind of pushed him off the back of that wave.
Oi, vi må ha litt kred til de som bader rundt her nå. Det litt show. Beach Boys. Looking good. Oi, se på det. Du skal ha slow motion på det der. Den påminner om at saunaen åpen fortsatt. Så for alle som vil, ta seg et bad og hoppe i saunaen. Men ja, Richard, hvor lenge jeg har surfet? Jeg har jo surfet... Jeg fortalte jo tidligere om når jeg var i gamle dager, fra når jeg var 18, og det jo alt for mange år siden. Men så når jeg surfet masse på Jæren, jo typ i 6-7 år. Da måtte jeg lære meg å komme meg opp på brett igjen.
Oh, they have a set here, but it looks like this is going to unfortunately wash through. A bit of a close out there, unfortunately, but Sebastian does try to go for a bit of a foam ride. That's not gonna help him score any points. We do need to get into some open waves. Silas up and riding. No, sorry. Decides to leave that one alone.
Ja, det krever nok et lite mirakel for Jørgen og Sebastian for å finne 2 gode nok bølger for å ta Silans nå.
Yeah,
men de må jo bare prøve.
Yeah, they're both left needing 13.01, so yeah, you can do your math. You need 2 waves over that score to take Selassie's place. But regardless, neither of them are going to go home. It will be number 1, go straight to the final, and then these guys will back to battle it out in the semi-final.
Og det litt det med å bygge litt selvtillit også til semifinalen nesten like viktig nå. Få litt en god følelse og en følelse at en kan få tatt bølger som en kan bruke til å ta seg videre til finalen når og hvis den ender i semien.
Yeah, sometimes it might actually be nice to have that extra bit of time in the water and maybe get your toes back in the wax and feel how the waves are working and I don't know, get yourself a couple more waves to learn how to generate a bit of speed on these very, very small, slow waves.
Men du, Richard, hvor lenge har du surfet? Klarer du å telle så langt?
Oh, I might have to take my shoes off. I started surfing when I was I actually started boogie boarding first. I used to boogie board a lot when I was about 12, 13, and then got a little ride going on here.
Jørgen oppe der.
Yeah.
Så man kan forbedre sin
Sebastian on another foam climb. He really needs to get himself some open water. But yeah, I suppose I actually started surfing when I was probably about 14, 15. I'm now 47. So yeah, so quite a while now.
Men hvordan var det når du surfet? Hva var homespotten din? Og hvor var det?
I grew up on a place called the Isle of Wight. So I'm from the south coast of the UK, and actually the Isle of Wight gets pretty good surf. Gets really good surf in the winter. It's very famous for sailing. But took an education as chef, and then once I finished with my ski seasons in the Alps, I decided to move to New Zealand. So once I was like 18, and spent many years living in New Zealand, down in Christchurch, out on New Brighton, and yeah, that's basically where I really got stuck into my surfing.
Men hvordan er det når du kommer tilbake igjen til Isle of Wight? Har du surfet mye i Isle of Wight i voksen alder?
No, I've never been back. I've been back to the Isle of Wight as a grown adult, basically with just to visit family. But I've never surfed on the Isle of Wight since I've been back. I've had a couple of kite sessions, borrowed some gear from some friends, but I've never surfed. But I've seen you see some every winter. The local surf clubs put out some pictures, and you see some absolute pumping conditions. It does look like blue. I mean, that wasn't a drop in really, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. There could be a call for an interference there if we're going to be really strict on the rules. I don't know, but I don't really think the rider behind him had much scoring opportunity on that wave. They were both in the foam, but
Ja, det blir spennende å se.
Be interesting to see.
Ja, det blir det. Jeg kjenner jeg er glad at jeg ikke er dommer og slipper å forholde deg til å dømme interference. Det er mye følelser ofte med interference og hvem som har rett. Og det er litt sånn her på en måte litt greit, fordi når du er i line-upen så er det helt anarki. Og det er bare
Anarki.
Ja. Surfeanarki, og det er liksom noen lover, men de blir følt litt, men ikke alltid. Mens når du er en dommer, så har du faktisk en tredjepart. Nå kommer det inn en bølge her. Kommer Jørgen med den? Ja. Men det kom litt mot der. Men vet man om det er forskjellig på Facebook og YouTube? Ja. Vet man om det er dårligere på Facebook enn YouTube? Ja, vi har fått litt dårlige tilbakemeldinger på kvaliteten på streamen. Jeg vet ikke hvem som klager på... Da er vi rundet 3 minutter igjen. Kun 2 minutter, 45 sekunder igjen. Silas fortsatt i klar ledelse med 13 poeng. Mens Jørgen Helseth med sin forbedring av scoren har kommet seg ut av kombinasjonsproblematikken, men trenger en 9,17, altså nesten perfekt score, for å ta ned Silas fra den plassen i finalen. Og Sebastian, du trenger fortsatt en kombinasjon med totalt 13 poeng.
Okay, we have just over a minute remaining, and we do have Silas out in first place with 13. One minute left. Silas, with 13 in first place. Jürgen and Sebastian, you still need to get yourself... actually, Jürgen, you are out of a combination. Sebastian, you are still in a combination position with 13. As we say, it is Silas. Currently, you are going through to the final, and Jürgen and Sebastian will get to fight out in the semi. Thomas, I have a question to you from J-Bay, all the way from Uncle Frost. He wants to know what shampoo you're using these days.
Og 10 sekunder igjen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we have it. I think we're complete. So Silas, congratulations. You are straight through to the final in junior boys. Jürgen and Sebastian, you will both be back for the semi-final.
Ja, semifinale rapid charge-sak. Og der er det altså nå i semifinalen senere, som skal surfast om en halvannen time, der det er Frimann Breivik, Helseth, Sebastian Dyngeland, Sigurd Severinsen og Sander Remke.
Okay, Christian, I have an answer for you down in J-Bray. He apparently says it's just anti-dandruff. Whether it works or not, we'll have to get him to take that hat off.
En applaus nå til juniorgutter, hit nummer 2. Woo! Silas ser vi igjen i finalen, og Jørgen Sebastian i gult og blått ser vi snart igjen i semifinalen. I vannet nå så har vi semifinaler i junior jenter, NM i bølgesurfing 2022. Da har vi i oransje Anna Lye, gult Svenna Gesh, blått Ingrid Alexandra og grønt Sofie Nakken Lund. Og Anne Lye er allerede oppe på en lang bølge, går videre, og det er holder seg på brettet hele veien inn. Og det blir en skikkelig paddetur igjen for Anna å komme seg ut. Thomas, nå er det 2 beste gått til finalen, ikke sant? Det er 4 ute nå, og så er det 2 til finale. Og nå har vi tatt bølger 1 etter 1 her. Først var det Ingrid Alexandra, så kom Sofie Nakkenund rett bak. Og Anna Lye springer for harde livet langs stranden. Kom igjen, Anna! Hun skal ut i riptiden for å få litt hjelp ut i bølgen og slippe å paddle mot strømmen, men bruke strømmen til sin egen fordel.
Yeah, one of the most important things in surfing is to learn the conditions and learn how to spot rip tides and currents in the lineup. Probably the most dangerous aspect of being in the ocean is the currents. But looking at the conditions, all of a sudden we've got a couple of really nice sets coming through.
Ja, Sofie som oppe nå
Yeah.
på en liten bølge. Vi har ennå ikke fått inn scores på de første runder kommer det inn.
Yeah, there
og
we
Sofie,
go. Awesome banger as well.
ja, Sofie har fått 2 scores på 3-7 og 3-5. Og Anna har fått den høyeste scoren til nå med en 5-6-7. Svenja Grensch fikk 5, og Ingrid Alexandra fikk 4-17. Og Ingrid Alexandra oppe igjen allerede. Et skikkelig aktivt heat her de bare gønner på. Det er kult. Og publikum også et bra liv. Veldig god stemning på stranden, og det er kjekt. Og her er det altså en ren semifinale. 4 deltakere. De 2 beste i hvert heat, semifinale heat, går til finalen. De 2 på 3. og 4. plass, de er dessverre ute. Og det er 25 minutters heat, og vi har nå passert de første 5... Nei, vi har ikke enda passert de første 5 minuttene. Så over 20 minutter igjen. Masse tid å gjøre det på. Svenja er oppe.
It looks like the conditions are slightly improving for the girls here.
Anna er oppe igjen.
Nice little ride here.
Ny lang bølge på Anna.
So it was quite nice to be stood on the beach earlier on in the break, and so Sophie was actually asking about what type of board she thought she should be using. So she's actually thinking about this and thinking about what's gonna be the best board for the conditions. And there was a discussion about how she felt her board in the other heat was sinking a little bit. So as we were talking about this in the last heat, it's kind of cool to have someone that's not been surfing that long, but is actually starting to think a little bit about the difference between a free surf and competitive surfing.
Absolutt.
I said what I say to everybody. Foam is your friend.
Yeah. And quad is your friend.
Quad is God, foam is your friend.
Oi, body wave.
And the girls getting up and keeping themselves nice and wide and low.
Ja, de er flinke til å holde seg nede. Der har nok jeg noe å lære med stive kroppen min. Anna opp igjen.
Nice little ride there.
Ja, når alle har fått gode scores her, det er veldig jevnt. Vi må se hva Anna får på sin siste bølge. Så tar vi en oppsummering. I det Svenja padler på en ny bølge der ute.
Another ride there. The girls are getting some fun, small, long rides. So as it stands, we do have Senja up in first place with a straight 9, Anja in second with a straight 8-0, Ingrid Alexandra in third with a 7-6-7, and Sophie in fourth with a 7-1-7. But all 4 ladies are all super close, and we just need a couple of points on these next rides for everything to change. So we still have over 17 minutes left, so also plenty of time.
Ja, veldig jevnt hit. Det er kult å se alle gønner på og kjører på bølger, og ikke noe venting og tenking, men bare ta de bølgene som kommer, gjøre det beste ut av det.
It was nice to see that the girls are super active out the back there. They are all paddling around. They're not just sitting there waiting for waves. They're using some energy, hunting down some waves. Yeah, it is all on the line. We're looking for a spot in the final here. Have a rider up and going, pumping down there, looking for a bit of a reform on the inside of the bank here. Does look like it will form up again. A bit of a ollie over the...
Bedre bølger. Sofie, du må trenge en 5.30, og Ingrid Alexandra, du trenger en 4.80 for å gå til finalen, sånn som det ser ut nå. Og igjen er det mamma Ingeborg står og vinker de opp på stranden, og Svenja får en fin bølge. Oi sann, det kunne blitt en kollisjon.
Ja.
Ingrid Alexandra tar en runde selv inn til land. Hun var lei av å paddle utover.
It's a very smart tactic there. You don't want to be using all that extra time and energy sitting in that rip trying to get around. You might as well just take a beeline for the beach and then run the 60 meters south and use that little rip off the bank there to get straight in. But it's you see the parents of the girls on the beach there, all with plenty of experience, both with Rune Lua and Ingeborg and everyone there with a lot of surf experience, all kind of coaching their kids, telling them, helping them out where to sit, where to spot, telling them to come in and do the run around.
Og kanskje også at de ønsket at de skulle litt lenger mot sør.
Yeah, because Ingeborg's trying to get Sophie just to come a little bit south of the peak there. She's trying to get her on that right-hander, but she got a nice little wave there.
Ja, Svenja oppe nå.
Ja.
Som er allerede i ledelsen. Og der har vi Sofie. Du trenger en 5-3. Det er nok ikke nok i en sånn liten bølge. Du må nok få en veldig god. Den beste bølgen vi har hatt til nå i dag er fra Svenja, som har en 5 på hennes første bølge.
Sophie's managed to, Ingeborg's managed to get hold of Sophie. She's calling her in. I think she might even try and get her to change her board or get her south.
Spennende, dramatisk.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for a board change. Going to get a bit more volume under her so she can get some more waves. I reckon that's a really good call. As we say. What do we say?
Yeah,
foam is your friend.
Og det er fortsatt 13,5 minutter igjen, så det er tid å gjøre det på. Så det er ikke noe panikk ennå. Men det er foreløpig Svenja og Anna som har dette i sin hulehånd. Og de to som ligger der ute også nå, mens Ingrid Alexandra og Sofie må kjempe seg utover. Ingrid Alexandra padler alt du kan utover i en superfart og får litt boost fra strømmen i tillegg. Ligger de kanskje litt langt ute nå?
Well, it has been a couple of those sets have been popping up on that sandbank there. So, with 12 minutes to go, it might be worth spending 5 minutes sat on that bank there to see what happens. But it's really interesting to see Rune is actually trying to get Anna maybe to come in a little bit closer. She did, has gone a little bit deep off that bank.
Ja.
But we do currently have all 3 girls out there.
De startet jo veldig med å få bølgene i starten og bare kjøre på, men nå er det litt mer vent ute på de større bølgene. Sofie ligger på innsida og tar de små. Det er jo en mulighet for å få bølger, men det spørs om vi får den scoren på de små bølgene som vi trenger når vi trenger en 5-3 for å gå videre til finalen. Dette er altså junior NM, semifinale. NM i bølgesurf 2022, arrangert av Jæren Surf.
Yeah, so these girls, they are fighting out for a spot in the final. So I think it was the first, is it the top two? First and second spot will go straight into the final, and then the rest is, that's it for them. So there's no repechage, there's no second chance here. This is it. This is give it everything you've got. So girls, you've got 11 minutes to get yourselves the wave of your life, wave of the day, score of the day.
Svenja ser aktiv ut. Hun på jakt. Tråler der ute etter noe fint. Jeg kan jo kjapt nevne våre sponsorer, som har vært veldig viktige for å klare å gjennomføre dette. Det Jæren Sparebank, Stavanger Urban Folkeskole, Greek Seafood, Øgreid, og I tillegg til våre trofaste sponsorer, Waves, Surfeskole, Vision, Bore Surfsenter og Surfed. I tillegg så jobber Brettforbundet med oss og hjelper å arrangere dette med en litt assistanse. Ser vi Anna ut på vår høyre side som oppe på en bølge. Anja har vært smart med bølgevalgene sine. Men denne her ble nok litt... Jo da. Hun bruker den bølgen og hopper frem og brettet for å klare å komme seg videre.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super small wave, but she's ridden it all the way through, and she's been really smart, and you could see her really looking at how the board was sat in the water there and kept moving the weight further and further forward for the wave. But we do have a really nice set out the back there, and it looks like we have is it Anja at the back there, really paddling hard for absolutely
Svenja oppe.
Svenja on a beautiful wave. Unfortunately gets caught on her heel side there and digs in the rail, but I think she'll still grab herself a couple of points for that ride.
Inger Alexander oppe, men det var ikke helt bølger vi ville ha. Sofie kom ikke med den.
Not quite now. There's a little section there with that little bit of a backwash, and it kind of just pushed her off the back of the wave there, stopping her from getting into it. But yeah, we've still got just under 9 minutes to go, so there's still plenty of time, plenty of opportunities out there. There's still very small, but there seems to be a little bit more consistency in that, the waves coming in. We do have another little set coming through here, so we do have a Svenja's paddling in for this one. She does look like she's going to be right in a nice spot this. Hopefully she can get onto her toes and get her toe side rail in. Keep nice and low. There we go. This is... unfortunately, again, she gets a little bit onto that heel side.
Veldig bra valg av bølge.
Yeah.
Det var bare litt uheldig med det, men det viser Svenja som fortsatt leder heatet, med Anja Lye rett bak. Og så det Ingrid Alexandra som trenger 4-8.
Og
Sofie som trenger 5-3. Kan det være denne Sofie trenger? Nei. Da det Anna som får muligheten I stedet for. Nei, hun gikk nok, skjønte det var ikke helt bølge hun ville ha. Det det 8 minutter igjen.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a hopping around here. We do have Svenja out now with 9.67 in first place, with Anna second with an 8.97. Ingrid Alexander in third with a 7.67, needing a 4.8. Sophie Nakenlund in fourth, needing a 5.3.
Nydelig teknikk der av Svenja.
Yeah, that was lovely. You see actually how she needed to get that weight forward super quick. So as she jumped up, she went for a really forward pop.
Absolutt. Nei, det var... Det viser hvorfor hun I ledelsen av heatet. Svenja som også bare 15 år, men har surfet mye I Hoddevik. 4 år, har holdt på siden hun var 11 år.
There you go, and her favourite surfers being John and Bethany Hamilton, so 2 extremely talented surfers just to have influence in you.
Hverken Ingrid Alexander eller Sofie kom med.
Couldn't quite catch on to that one. That wave kind of swung underneath her into a bit of a deep water. But we still got 6 minutes, and you know, all girls are in a position to grab one more wave and change everything in the positions here. We do have a few lines coming in. Looks like we got a bit of a set coming in. So heads up, girls, you do have some waves coming in.
Sofie ser ut til å ligge I en bra posisjon hvis han bare bygger seg opp nå.
She's just going to swing a little bit underneath her, unfortunately, but she's lying just off of that sandbank a little bit. Needs to get herself a little bit further south and further out, maybe. But it does look like we got Ingrid Alexander paddling for a wave here. I think this is also going to swing into deeper water. Not quite in the right spot. But we did have, I think it was Anja up there.
Det var Svenja.
And Svenna again.
Svenja med hennes stilfulle Hoddevik-stil.
So a very good longboard wave, that one. So yeah.
De veldig glad I longboard oppe I Hoddevik, føler jeg. Det liksom longboarding paradise.
I think kind of like that. When you look at the wave, when that wave in general as well, it kind of seems like it's a very longboardy style wave.
Ja. Ja, nei, jeg tenker det. Men jeg snakket med Per Freisberg I sted, og han sa jo at han har fått sin beste barrel.
No, how we have
Sophie
up. Nice little drop there.
Sophie med fint drop.
Sophie needs a 5.3. I'm not quite sure if that's going to do it for her.
Nei, men det gir kanskje liten selvtillit om at det mulig. Trenger bare en litt bedre bølge. Ja, det Per sa var at han har fått sin beste bølge noensinne I Hoddevika. Med en super barrel.
So we have Ingrid Alexander paddling for this one. Unfortunately, she just found herself out of position again. A little bit of frustration there. I can understand that.
Men Svenja har kanskje største brettet, at du får liksom har hatt veldig bra valg av brett.
Yeah. Well, she's sitting a little bit further out, a little bit further up on the actual main part of the peak rather than relying on the reform. So, I mean, maybe the girls can have a look at that, get themselves a bit further out. Still have 4 minutes left. So, I mean, with Alexander, I mean, Ingrid Alexander, she gets herself a little bit further out onto the peak, give her a couple of chances to grab a score. And same with Sophie, she's still digging out the waves. She's got a nice wave total. Just needs one good wave of 5.3. Ingrid only needs a wave of 4.8 to get herself into the final. So, still opportunity to go with 4 minutes left.
Ja, men jeg tar jeg skal snakke med Richard, og så tar jeg også over beachmarsjer-rollen mellomtiden. Okay. Så om cirka 10 minutter. Har dere noen raske spørsmål der? Kanskje dere tenkte litt på det, jeg skal bare snakke veldig kjapt om det før vi spør det.
Okay, 3 minutes left to go. You have 3 minutes left, ladies. Svenja, you are still in first place, 9.67. Anja second with an 8.97. Ingrid Alexander, you need a 4.8 on your next ride. And Sophie Nakenlund, you are needing a 4.97.
Og Anja oppe igjen. Og der kommer vi litt ut av balansen. Nå prøver Sofie seg litt lenger sørover. Håper det kommer en bølge derfra. Hun har 2 minutter og 20 sekunder. Det Anna surfer helt inn til stranda.
It looks like Ingrid Alexander is sniffing out this little wave coming in. You're going to have to paddle for all of might, try and get into this.
Kom igjen, det ser bra ut.
Yeah, she needs to get away a little bit further forward. Oh, unfortunately, a couple more paddles and that would have had her into that wave.
Et forsøk, 2 minutter igjen. Ingrid Alexandra og Sofie, dere trenger en fin bølge nå. Foreløpig så det Svenja og Anna som ligger an til å havne I finalen. Så Ingrid og Sofie, dere må prøve å ta en god bølge. No pressure. Men det litt pressure. Oi, nå ser vi
It does look like we've got a bit of a wave coming through here, so we're going to paddle for your life, girls.
Nei, det er kanskje litt
You need this wave. Oh, neither went for that one in the end, unfortunately.
Det ble kanskje litt for mye
I think I think one of them and both of them ended up being a bit worried about getting an interference there, so they both pulled off for that wave. So right now, so Ingrid and both Sophie have a 7.67. Ingrid Alexander, you need a 4.8. Sophie Nacken, you need a 4.97.
Og det er under 1 minutt igjen.
So, I mean, it is not easy conditions, but...
Ingrid Alexandra prøver seg på en bølge på innsiden, og er oppe. Og får høster god applaus. Men det er nok ikke den 4-8-bølgen hun trengte.
No, not quite. That's just not really a wave. That's just more of a reform, that one. But it probably will give her a couple of little points, but I do not think that's going to help her position to get into the top two. With just 22 seconds left. We do have a couple of waves coming, so Sophie Nacken still has a last chance to throw everything at it. Come on, Sophie, you've got 10 seconds to change your event.
Men det er Svenja som er oppe og tar en
3, 2, 1. And there we have it. We're just going to double check, see if we got any last scores popping in.
Men god applaus fra velfortjent god applaus fra publikum. Heidi inn. Og jeg tror vi kan si at Svenja, ja, der er det bekreftet. Svenja og Anna går videre til finale. Gratulerer. Ingrid Alexandra og Sofie Nacken Lund. Eventyr sluttet dessverre herfra for dere, men tusen takk for deltakelse. Woo! Og det er god stemning uansett. Og der kommer neste generasjon surfer også på stranda. Det er kjekt, det er high fives på stranda blant juniorjentene. Veldig god stemning. Her er det ingen sure miner, men bare glede for de som har fått deltatt, og de som skal videre til finalen. Og jeg tror det er veldig kjekt for juniorene å måtte være sammen når det er mesterskap, og bygge vennskap som er fine for resten av livet. Men vi er i gang med heat nummer 2.
Yeah, we've still got more surfing to enjoy for the day.
Og oppe nå så har vi Lena Lye, søster til Anna, som kvalifiserte seg i finalen. Kan vi få 2 stykk Lye i finalen? I tillegg til Lena i grønt så har vi i blått Thea Wold, som har fått en fin 5-poengsbølge. Og Ida Bore, som imponerte i forrige runde, med en i oransje, som nå har 5,67, en nydelig start. Så har fått 3 veldig gode bølger. Marie Frogner i gult har ennå ikke fått en bølge. Men padler på en bølge nå. Nei, den brøt litt.
No, but we've still got 22.5 minutes for everything to happen and everything to change and all to play for. We are semi-final heat number 2, and we are live at Borestrand.
Og det er altså de 2 igjen, 2 finalister, 2 de beste her går videre til finalen. Vi skal intervjue surfeskolen, nei, folkeskolen.
Ja.
Så de kommer inn her.
Okay, well now we are still in the middle of semi-final heat number 2. Line in Lua in first place with 6. Ida Bora second place with 5, 6, 7. Tia Vol in third with 5-0, and Maria, you are still kneeling a wave. Now joining us in the commentary booth, we have some of the younger guys from local school. Basically, they've been here helping us out, doing a little bit of everything. Beach marshals in the canteen, filming, dragging things up and down the beach the last 2 days. So. But we'll give them a little chance to come in and talk about what the school does, and a school that I would have liked to have gone to when I was younger. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Michael. Skal jeg snakke norsk?
Du kan snakke hva du vil. What you feel more comfortable with.
Stavanger Barne Folkehøgskole, det en folkehøgskole som nettopp har startet opp midt i Stavanger. Og grunnen til at vi her fordi at vi representerer og prøver å starte opp en ny surfelinje da. På denne skolen. Så det mulig å søke halvårskurs og helårskurs når som helst det starter opp. Og så vi her på Jæren og surfer nedover kysten og skater.
Yeah, I've seen you guys. I was out for a surf down towards Ørestrand a couple of weeks ago, and you guys are out in the water having a lot of fun on that big day. There's a few guys down there.
Yeah.
So, but you guys have focus on the surfing through the education.
Yes.
But you also are trying to build the community, build up a community thing around it, and I don't know, just talk about a little bit about what the goal of the school is and what it is that you're the hovedfokus her.
Ja, Stavanger Barne Folkehøgskole en skole som har gjenbruk og miljø veldig i tankene da. Så alle linjene handler om at vi skal bruke materialer på nytt og få ned karbonutslipp og alt sånt. Så innenfor surfelinjen så har vi også en god del fokus på det da.
Ja.
Vi med på ryddedager og alt sånn med på stranden og plukke boss og sånn. Så det hovedfokuset på skolen det da, å bruke det urbane vi har til alt vi kan få til da, som å ha naturlig, altså liksom...
So I mean, the school basically, like saying, the focus is on keeping your as bærekraftig som muligt.
Yeah.
And obviously that a little shout out to obviously what I do through my shop as well, Vision. We try and do everything that's sustainable, work with only sustainable brands and everything. So I think this is really fantastic to see that obviously new schools and that the focus of, because at the end of the day, if we want to continue to enjoy days like this at the beach, we don't want to be treading through shit on broken glass and plastic and everything on the beach. So the focus, our only focus, only way forward is by bringing this to the youth.
Absolutely.
And letting the younger ones realise that us as adults, we've done a bad job.
Absolutely.
And I apologise. Yeah. But obviously, like people like us, we learn by our mistakes, and we learn through education, and that's the best way to learn. And you educate your people, and the more you're educated, the more you understand what actually you don't need to change your complete lifestyle. It's all about making small changes.
Absolutt. Og sette pris på naturen, og at vi har disse strandene, og at vi har så god surf da, rett med oss, det noe vi burde virkelig sette pris på og ta vare på. Så og ta vare på strandene, absolutt, ja.
Yeah, and also if we look at the products that we use, just by making simple decisions about choosing products that are more sustainable than others, even if it is only a small amount, that obviously that helps these companies produce more of what they do. And it can, if millions and millions of people make small changes, that becomes a very big change. And Absolutely. That's one of the big conversations I have with people, especially through Vision, as we say, you don't have to become a complete angel. No, it's all about making small changes and Absolutely. Doing your own little part. And if enough people in the world do that little thing, then it has a massive ripple effect, yeah?
Absolutt. Så det handler mye om holdning. Og, ja, vi føler vi bringer mye og prøver å få flest folk med på det vi representerer da.
Yeah. But I mean, the school itself, that is based in Stavanger?
Yes, det er rett utenfor. Det kan ta 10 minutter å gå inn til byen hvis du går raskt. Så ja, vi er veldig urbane, absolutt. Vi ligger midt i kjernen.
But what age groups? Obviously, I'm not from here, so I do have a kid in the Norwegian school system, but obviously, what's the age groups? It is a ungdomsskole. What do you call it in Norwegian? Folkehøgskolen. So this is between ages of.
Ja, det er folk som er ferdig med videregående da, så 18-19-20-alderen vi har folk fra kullene 04, 03, 02 som elever på skolen og over under, sånn, men det er bare å søke hvis du kommet ut av videregående, eller går på videregående og ikke vet helt hva du skal gjøre, du har ikke lyst til å gå på videregående, så er det bare å stikke innom og søke.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I have this saying, if you're 20 years old and you already know what you want to be, then you haven't been digging deep enough. It took me a long time to realize what I wanted to do in my life, and I think I'm still trying to work that one out.
Absolutt. Det året her, det tilbyr på mye læring og fyller et slags tidsrom da, der du kanskje ikke helt vet hva du skal gjøre.
That's it. And there shouldn't ever be any pressure on being told what you should do. You should feel free and feel you have that freedom to work out and have that time to
Absolutt.
utvikle seg selv.
Ja, og det går an å søke akkurat nå. Det er halvårskurs åpent fra vinter til altså vårdelen av året da. Så det er halvårskurs som er åpne, og så går det an å søke på helårskurs til neste år. Og, ja.
That sounds great. So any parents out there with kids that aren't really sure about what they want to do, just let them take that time.
Yes.
They'll work it out eventually. But the world is changing constantly as well, so your education should be as well. We're not all monkeys. We don't all know how to climb trees. Some of us are elephants, and we're not blessed with the same box of tools. So yeah,
yes,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, but great stuff. I mean, I wish I had that opportunity when I was a kid. I was very lucky. I had parents that gave me time and the freedom to find my own way in life.
Jeg gikk også på folkehøyskole. Jeg kan si etter egen erfaring at det var et veldig givende og læringsrikt år, og nå har jeg lært å surfe, og det kan jeg drive med videre da. Så hvis du ser på det på den måten, så er det karrieremuligheter i å gå på folkehøyskole.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now we also know that surfing is an Olympic sport, and we all know many professionals that have made surfing into a lifestyle, not just as competitive, but obviously with social media, the way it works these days, YouTube and everything like that, there's so many more ways of making yourself a good lifestyle, especially out of lifestyle sports like surfing and skating and snowboarding. You don't have to be a competitive, highly sponsored rider to make this your life.
Nei, absolutt ikke. Jeg kjenner mange som har flyttet til Portugal og begynt å jobbe som surfinstruktører, selv om de ikke er fullstendig utviklede surfere selv. Sant? Det er jo en læringsprosess det også. Så jeg ser det bare å starte et halvårskurs. Da kan du lære utrolig mye. Du kan lære enda mer på et helårskurs. Så absolutt.
That sounds awesome. No, thanks very much. Thanks for popping in and having a chat with us. And thank you very much for all the help that you've been doing this the last couple of days. And obviously we've got another day tomorrow where we're going to be continuing. But yeah, thanks very much. We can't do this without you guys either. So cheers, dude.
Tusen takk.
But back to competition. We do have a couple of sets out the back there, and we have had plenty of action going while we've been talking. As it stands right now, with just over 11 minutes to go, we have Line Lue in first place with a 9-0. Second place is Ida Bora with an 8-8-4. Tia Vold in third with an 8-7-0. And Mari Frona in fourth with 8-1-6. Mari, you need a 4-5-2, where Tia, you need a 3-8-5. These are the scores you need to get yourself into the final. It is the two first ladies that will get through. We have a rider. Nice little right-hand wave there. Unfortunately, that just ran off into deep water there. But yeah, the girls, they've been catching plenty of waves while we've been talking. All the girls have all caught over 5 waves. Just Maria that's down on 4 waves. But it's quite interesting to see it. Maria has a 3.83 and a 4.33, which are actually quite good scores. But for this heat, it's not quite enough. But we've still got 10 minutes to go, so plenty of time. Both girls turn around. Looks like we do have a take. Looks like Tia's paddling for this one. Yeah, Tia is up and riding. She is on her feet. But it looks like this wave is going to run out of power. But still, Tia needs a 3.85. Not quite sure that's going to put enough meat on the plate, but we'll see. So I think that was really interesting to have the guys from the Folkehøyskolen find out what opportunities they actually are given through education in Norway and how things are changing. Obviously, surfing is a very still classed as a new sport, where you have countries like Australia and New Zealand where surfing is part of the education and very high in the club life. So I really like seeing that this has been pushed forward into the Norwegian education system. And as they say, they have a lot of focus on the environment and on our impact we have. And the best way for us to make a change is put it in it through our youth. Regardless of what we say, knowledge is power. So we're just under 9 minutes to go. We are in the semi-final, heat number 2 of the junior girls. Lena in first, Ida second, Tia in third, and Maria in fourth. I will say, Tia, that you have actually caught 8 waves as well, 8 waves already. So you only have 4 waves again where you will be scored on. So have a little think about that when you're paddling for waves. We do have a rider up and riding. We have a couple of riders up. Looks like, yeah, it does look like Ida. We've got ourselves a nice little wave on the right there. Or was it Maria? It'd be good to get my my blind guide back. I think we did get a nice little wave on the right there, Vega, but I can't quite work out if that's green or yellow, or orange, or black, or blue.
It's doesn't really matter. We are all different colors, and we're all equal.
But you tell that about the one that wins or loses.
We have Lena in green leading. She's paddling out using same tactics as her sister. Så sånn det ser ut nå, så det jo 2 lye i finalen. Og Ida i oransje på Nei, nå gikk Maria Frogner med sin siste bølge i gult opp på rett opp i tet.
So that was Maria that got that little right-hand wave there. Well, wasn't sure what color it was. So nice wave, Maria. Yep, that scored you a straight 5.
Nå det altså Ida som må jakte. Ligger rett bak Lena Lye, og Thea Wold ligger rett bak der igjen. Så det utrolig jevnt. Bare 0,6 poeng som skiller første til fjerde.
Ja.
Så små marginer nå. Det ikke mye. Ida trenger kun en 3,33. Og Thea trenger en 4. Lena, du trenger en 4,67.
And it does seem like like this south swell that we've got forecast right. It does look like that's starting to actually push through. These little set waves that we've got coming through, they've got a lot of south in them. You can see the way that they're hitting the bank. So I mean, that's a good sign for tomorrow. We do have a nice little ride here.
Ida.
We have Ida up and riding there. She is sat in third place. Only need a 3.33. There's a good chance that will improve her score. Now we have some up and riding there. Nice job there. We still have, with just under 5 minutes to go, Maria Fone with a 9.33 in first place. Lina Lure, you are currently in second with a straight 9.0. Ida Bora in third with an 8.84. And Tia Vold in fourth with an 8.70. But Tia, you just need a 4 score on your next wave to advance. And Ida, you need only a 3.33. It is the first 2 girls that go straight into the final, or not straight into the final, that go into the final, and then third and fourth. That will be all that we wrote for the day. Yeah. So we have sorry, we did have Tia paddling in for that wave, but just a little shout out to the girls. You have just under 4 minutes to go. All girls have got themselves quite a number of waves, so keep an eye on your wave count. You are only going to scoring on on 12 waves. So Tia, you only get two more waves.
Men det også kun 3 minutter og 20 sekunder igjen, så jeg vil ikke tenkt for mye på det.
Well, yeah, maybe I would, because if you go for 2 small waves, you get scored on that, then you are not going to get scored maybe on the last wave. So maybe think about waiting for a set wave.
Nå det Ida som har tatt over ledelsen igjen, og ligger rett foran Maria Frogner, som trenger en 4-5. Lena Lye trenger en 4-67. Og Thea, du trenger en 4-3-4. I det Lena kommer inn, hele veien inn.
Oh, looks like we have a nice set out the back there. Thea.
Ser om vi tar Lyerunden. Lyerunden inn til land og så ut.
Tia's up and riding on a nice little wave there.
Ja, og får god applaus her, det kjekt.
Yeah. Well, Tia does need a 4-3-4. Whether that'll be enough, it's going to be close.
Det blir spennende å se hva Lena og Thea får på disse. Det de 2 som utfordrerposisjonen nå, som trenger en score for å komme inn til finalen. Og det kun 2 minutter igjen. Og bak her så har vi altså longboard-finalistene som gjør seg klare, som starter når heat 2 for juniorjenter ferdig. Det masse folk på bølger nå. Ida på innerste, og Maria på ytterste. Det var ingen av bølgene som holdt helt inn. Og det ser ut som Lena og Thea sine siste bølger ikke har gitt de noen fordeler videre innover mot konkurransen. Og det 1 minutt igjen. Lena, du trenger fortsatt 4-6-7 score. Og Thea, du trenger fortsatt en 4-3-4 for å gå inn i finalen.
Oh, it's a super close here, yeah. Yeah, Lena, Tia, you just need that one wave, and that's all you could change everything. And you still have 35 seconds to grab that one. We do have a wave coming through the lineup here. So Tia, you could grab this and hopefully get a reform. Oh, I think that probably was Tia's last chance at that. Got 20 seconds left with not much on the horizon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da har vi... Var vel kanskje bare Maria og Ida som fikk bølger i slutten, som en venter på. Ja, der er en complete. Og da er det bekreftet at finalen blir Svenja, Ida, Anna og Maria. Gratulerer med finaleplass til Ida Maria, og tusen takk til Lena og Thea for deltakelse. Gi deg en stor applaus.
Hey, well done, guys, girls. Ida Maria, yep, you are through to the final. Now we are moving straight into our next heat of the day, which is... Junior, no, we're going into longboard mixed finals, heat 1.
Dette er altså selve finalen i NM i longboard 2022, der en har en mixet klasse med både damer og herrer mot hverandre.
And you see straight away that the guys are sat out all the way back on the back of that sandbank there. So they've been spending the last half an hour or so watching some of these actually quite nice sets coming through. So yeah, now we are the final longboard mixed class. So within the next 25 minutes, we will be crowning the Norwegian longboard champion. So we do have Espen Sakrasin in the water, Trond Wirstad, Naomi Dalbu and Kim Lund. And it looks like we have Naomi up and riding already with a nice bottom turn, with a clean wave. Unfortunately grabs that heel side rail again.
Kan det være litt nerver som spiller inn for Naomi der? Hun har vært veldig solid i hele dag.
I'm not sure, but now we also have, I think it is Espen, quick up and down. But regardless, that will get kickstart Naomi's heat off with a couple of points on the board. That's never a bad thing to have, regardless.
Beklager. Longboard har ikke startet ennå. Longboard har ikke startet ennå. Heat er ikke i gang. Beklager, kommentatorene blir litt for overivrige. Så 25 minutter heatet har ikke startet.
Yeah, we are still waiting for the start of the finals in longboard mixed class. Final in longboard mixed class has not quite started yet. We're waiting for the horn. So luckily no one has got themselves into a decent wave just yet. So we are just waiting for the judges to sound that horn. Obviously this is the final, so they want to get everybody set.
Skal vi se, det er et ganske stort aldersspenn her i finalen fra Kim som er 50, Kim i grønt, til Naomi som er 26. Og det er dominert, i hvert fall av favorittbølgene, så er det, har både Trond, Kim og Naomi satt opp Peach, som hun har lært nå er i Hoddevika, som favorittbølger. Som sin favorittbølge.
So we are still waiting for the official start. Guys, if you can hear us out there, we have not started the final longboard heat yet. So just sit there, wait a little bit. We are waiting for the horn and the official start from the judges. There we go. We are now officially started. So that is the final of the longboard mixed class. And we have Espen, Trond, Naomi and Kim out in the lineup. You have 25 minutes to walk away with the Norwegian title in longboard.
I det vi begynner å få litt sånn ruskete vær på Jæren, litt sildrende regn. Vi har jo selvfølgelig gjemt oss inne i teltet der, men Scott og Sigve springer rundt og sikrer høyttalerne. Bare jobba, gutta. unsung heroes. The unsung heroes of Borø.
It's like a typical start of the final. The 2-3 minutes we've been waiting for the horn to go. The waves were pumping. The guys were catching some waves, and now the horn's going. It looks like that horn was kind of like an off button.
Yeah.
The ocean's gone completely flat, but hopefully that will only be for the next few minutes. It does look like about 100, 200 meters out. We do have a couple of lines out there, so hopefully that they'll get these guys some opportunity to get on the scoreboard and kickstart this final.
Det er greit, en har 25 minutter, så man har ekstra litt tid til å kåre en verdig vinner og få noen bølger inn. Så det er altså hans siste heatet for dagen. Han kjører nå longboard-finalen nå, og så blir det også junior gutter semifinale. Før en runder av for i dag, og gå hjem, lade batterier og krysse fingrene for mer bølger i morgen. Og så dere som sitter på kontoret rundt forbi Norge og jobber, god helg. Gratulerer med helg.
Nå er det helg.
Nå er det helg. Det er fredag. Det er fredag.
Yeah, we're still waiting out for the first waves to be ridden in this final. The kind of typical, kind of feels sometimes it happens on Jan quite often. It can just turn on and off. And looking out there doesn't look like there's anything coming.
Og Trond er jo tydelig en singelfin-entusiast. Som på sin favorittbrett skriver at det er singelfin i caps lock som gjelder. Utropstegn. Det er jo en...
He's missing 3 fins.
En rase det også. Nei, jeg sier det bare av misunnelse av manglende kompetanse på singelfin. Det ser veldig bra ut når du kan det.
Yeah, I've tried a couple of sessions on some of these old school single fins, shortboard single fins, and they're a lot harder to ride really well. So it gives you a huge respect for the older generation that before the thruster was set up on how well they could ride these things, especially when you look at the old days of like places like Pipe and stuff where they're dropping in on the stretch out pins with single fins.
Nå er de ute og padler litt. Espen som prøver. Espen oppe. Og helt på nosen. Kommer ikke med videre.
And while we're waiting for some waves, we're going to just go into the old magic seaweed and see what may be on the cards for tomorrow, and if there's been any updates on the forecast. I know there's been a little bit of talk about maybe about venturing a little bit further south on Jæren tomorrow. Obviously, that's something that will be decided tomorrow morning. But luckily, with today's technology, we have many different apps to look up the weather the wind and wave forecast. We do have a nice little ride coming on there, a couple of little stall turns, but that wave didn't really give anything to write home about.
Det var Trond igjen det. Vi har ikke fått noen scores opp ennå. Jeg vil tro at dommerne er litt usikre hvordan de skal dømme og score bølgene nå når det er så lite. Jeg vil tro de venter å få flere referansebølger for å kunne vite hvor de skal legge lista.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, when the conditions are like this, you don't want to be dropping an 8 on quite an average score and then realize all of a sudden, oi. So, the judges are taking it seriously and really looking at what sort of standard they're looking for. It's definitely not something I would want to be doing. It's a lot easier for me just to talk rubbish about waves than actually judge them.
De
But it does look like we got some lumps on the horizon. So I do see a few sets coming through. So I think we're going to get. Looks like we might get an opportunity to get all 4 riders onto some waves within the next minute or so. We're still waiting on scores for the first couple of waves. But yeah, I think it's good that they haven't come through because these next waves are going to give them some opportunity. Okay, apparently we don't get the scores. It's going to remain a secret.
Det som å sitte i senter av informasjonsuniverset nå. Jeg glemte å informere om at vi får ikke scores, vi skal ikke vite hvem som vinner før i morgen skal det bli avdøkket hvem som vinner på banketten. Og det har jeg blitt informert om. Så jeg vil få scores fra Hasse, hoveddommer, med hva de ulike aktørene trenger for å vinne. Men hva vi får av scores, det vet vi ikke. I tillegg så får vi informasjon om at det pølser til 15 kroner. Unngå kutt matsvinnet, kjøp billige pølser, og vi en surfklubb. Og de første scoresene har kommet inn nå fra Hasse, og det oransje. Ja, nei, men vent litt enda med scores. Nå kommer en oppdatering til surferne. Gul surfer trenger 4,18. Blå surfer trenger 8,5. Og grønn surfer trenger 8,5.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has seemed to have slowed down in the lineup. There doesn't seem to be many waves coming through. The last hour, we actually had plenty of small waves to catch hold of, but it's we get some scores coming in. The reason we're not shouting out scores is we are kind of keeping them a little bit quiet, but it does look like we've got a nice little ride going on there. Bit of a toes to the nose and.
Veldig bra surfer det av Trond.
Ja.
Fin bølge. I det Kim oppe på sin, det vil være hans første bølge. Ja, det var litt...
Kind of run off the end of his board there.
Feida litt ut, ja.
But we've definitely not had any, since that horns go, we've not had any sort of decent sets come through just yet. But let's keep our fingers crossed. We do have still over 13 minutes left in the final of the mixed longboard. And we do have Espen Sakriassen, Trond Wirstad, Naomi Dalbo and Kim Lung out in the lineup.
Og her skal deltakerne få litt oppdateringer, hva de trenger. Det vil ikke bli oppgitt hele løpet, men gul, det altså Trond. Du trenger en 6.33. Naomi, du trenger kombinasjon på 11.50. Og Kim, du trenger en 9.33. Gul, altså gul 6.33, blå 11.51 og grønn 9.33.
Yeah, so those are good at maths. They can probably work a few things out. But we're still waiting for a first decent set. We have just over 10 minutes left in the final heat of the longboard mixed class. It's a bit of a shame that get a final going and the ocean just goes flat. But there's obviously not much we can do about that. So yeah, we have just had an update on what we're going to do the rest of the day. Vegard, what was the news?
Det at dette blir det siste heatet I vannet I dag. Junior guttesemifinale flyttet til I morgen. Så gjentar, gutte junior semifinale flyttet til I morgen. Dette det siste heatet I vannet I dag. Så krysser med fingrene og alt vi har for litt mer bølger I morgen.
We can also krysse bølgene til I morgen, for mer bølgene I morgen.
Krysse bølgene I morgen?
Det var det du skal si, var ikke det? Ja. So yeah, let's hope we get some, does look like we've got a couple of little lumps coming through, but it's definitely just completely turned off. But the guys have scrambled into this. We do have a nice little bottom turn straight to the nose. Unfortunately, that was it.
Det et stadig mer aktivt heat, dette her.
Ja.
Og det nok noen litt press, og litt, ja, en kjenner på at dette finalen. Det var Kim der som ikke kommer med bølgen I grønt. Og gjentar at det pølser til 15 kroner. Hjelp oss å spise opp pølsene så det ikke blir wasted.
We have a rider up. Nice little delay, nice little turn into that way. Unfortunately gets too far up to the nose and kind of loses all of his speed, and that was all that was. But yeah, just a little heads up that, as we mentioned, that this is the last heat of the day, so the longboard mixed class final is the last. We will be running the rest of the competition tomorrow, wherever that is. We will find out tomorrow morning. Here we have Naomi on a nice little ride there. She did get a nice little toe side turn and then a bit of a boardwalk.
Men nå vet vi ikke om vi får mer scores fra dommerne. Så vi skal holde det hemmelig. Får se, jeg skal informere hvis jeg blir informert, men nå det opp til dommerne å gi tilbakemelding om vi skal ha noen mer informasjon til deltakerne. Eller så blir det alt avgjort på, og avslørt og avdekket på festen. Store festen I morgen.
Now we do have a rider up and riding.
Det Kim.
Kim's on a nice little clean pacer. Fortunately bogs his nose and he's in outside rail there. But we still got 8.5 minutes left to go in the seats. There's still plenty of time. Hopefully we're going to get a couple of little sets to actually, you know, get these guys onto some decent waves and really show us what they can do. It's a bit sad to have a final in conditions that just turn off, but hey, it was pumping and then it just conditions that just turn off, but hey, it was pumping and then it just stopped, and then it just stopped, and then it just stopped.
Altså gul trenger 6.33, blå trenger 7.67, og grønn trenger 9.33. Og det er 7 minutter igjen av finalen i longboard mixed class i 2022.
Looks like we might have a couple of little sets coming in, some small sets. We do have a taker. Looks like we've got someone looking for this.
Det er Trond som padler først.
Yeah.
Trond oppe. Kommer deg ut av den.
Fortunately, it's a little bit too deep in the foam. That wave did look like it was gonna run off, but now we have a paddler. No, unfortunately, that one just runs straight underneath. Extremely challenging conditions.
Vi har ikke så mye bølger, men vi har en fantastisk himmel nå, som kommer til bare å bli finere og finere den neste timen. Så vi håper vi får like mye hjelp til å rigge ned og bære opp i dag som i går. Når folk går opp, gå gjerne innom kiosken og spør om det er noe dere kan ta med fra kiosken. Så får dere kanskje en pølse som betaling.
Wow, the ocean just completely turned off now. Unfortunately, it's not leaving the guys or girls with much opportunity out there.
Ja, det er litt synd for longboardet, men det var nok godt call å utsette junior-semien til junior-gutter og senior. Nei, gutter. Jeg begynner å bli sliten, jeg. Jeg tror det er greit å ta en liten pause nå snart.
But we do have a paddler.
Det er Trond.
Does look Trond have a nice little delay takeoff, but unfortunately gets stuck on the back of his board and loses all his momentum.
Selv om ikke vi har tallene på hvem som legger an, så er det en følelse av at en god bølge kan snu ting opp ned. I det er mindre enn 5 minutter igjen. Men det er klart, en kan jo ikke trylle fram en magisk bølge heller.
Nei.
Men det er nok litt jeg tror det er litt en grubler godt på hvor den skal ligge der ute nå. Og en er redd for at den havner i skyggen for den andre. Det vi har oransje surfer oppe, det er jo Espen Zakariasen. Og det er jo litt forvirrende for oss som ikke vet helt hvem som leder og
That's kind of strange to commentate on a competition where you don't know where people are. It takes a lot of what we talk about away as well, so it kind of disables us a little bit. But it does look like we do have some lines coming, but unfortunately it's hitting a different part of the sandbank. So I am looking out on the horizon. It does look like we're going to get a couple of lines coming through. Unfortunately, just gets up a little bit too early on that one with 3.5 minutes to go. So yeah, we haven't obviously no idea who's in first, second, third, or fourth. We will find that out tomorrow evening. Obviously, that's just to make it a little bit more exciting and make the tomorrow night a little bit more entertaining. So I just hope the next 3 minutes that all these guys get at least one chance to get their toes to the nose and show us what they can do in the final, because this is to be crowned the Norwegian Master, and it's kind of a bit sad if you haven't been able to win or lose this without getting a half decent ride.
Og nå er det Espen som er on a mission her, med mindre enn 3 minutter igjen. Espen er oppe. Litt mye skum over underbrettet hans der. Flippa det rundt.
I also chose to take a left turn on a ride that actually had a nice little a little right on it. So kind of maybe just judged the wave. But like always, it's a lot easier to say that when you're sat out in the water here.
Ja, det jo, du ser jo at det funky.
It's super funky. So yeah, the guys are pretty much just going for whatever comes their way because as it is, they don't know if they're going to get another opportunity.
Men det 2 minutter, straks 2 minutter igjen av longboard-finalen i NM i bølgesurf 2022, arrangert av Jæren Surf.
So it looks like we have Blue having a look at this little wave, hitting the sandbank there, but I think it's just going to run straight underneath her. It does, unfortunately. Naomi lost out on a chance there. We're going to have 1.5 minutes left. You see, it does look like we've got a little wave popping up on the bank here. We do. We have a rider up and going, and that's going to hold up a little bit and get his weight forward. Fortunately not.
Det var Kim der oppe.
But it was Kim, but it was for this heat that was quite. But it was Kim, but for this heat that was quite a long heat. That was quite a heat that was. We haven't had many waves where the riders have actually been able to get to the nose and back.
Jeg tror det kan være en avgjørende manøver uten at jeg vet.
I think so too. And that's actually not knowing the scores and then having that come through, that's actually made it very interesting. We do only have 18 seconds left, guys. So if you got a wave in front of you, behind you, you want to try and scrabble onto that because this is your last chance to get yourself the crown, or what would you call it for the women?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, and there we have it. That is the final. That is it. We are done with the longboard final for the Norwegian Masters. Who won? We don't know.
We don't know.
We will find out tomorrow. But that's it for today. Everything else, we will be finishing off the competition at a beach on Jæren tomorrow. Yes. Where it will be, we don't know. So
this is me vet.
Stay tuned. Everything's a secret.
Yeah.
We do have waves on the forecast, so the committee will try and find out, and we'll get you on the best waves for the final. Cross our fingers.
Og der kom sola til bordet. Fantastisk. Og Per danser soldansen sin. Husk å ta med litt ting. Hjelp oss å bære. Gjerne gå 2 runder også hvis du har tid. Vi kommer til å jobbe her i 1,5 time med å bære ting. Så hvor mer hjelp vi får, blir satt mye pris på. Takk til Richard. Bra samarbeid som vanlig.
Takk til Vegard.
Og takk til kamerateam. Terje bak spakene. Glenn som springer rundt med mobilen sin.
Takk til Scotty, takk til Valentin, takk til Ingeborg, takk til Ali, takk til Glenn, takk til alle som hjelper og bærer og lager mat, lager kaffe, filmer.
Fra Stavanger Urban Folkeskole. Dommerne som har gjort en nydelig innsats. Surferne, deltagerne, familien min. Alle.
Alle
nevnt, ingen glemt. Og saunen er sikkert åpen også, når jeg ser alle springer rundt her i bokseren og surfer. Så hvis ikke juniorene har tatt og claimet badstuen, så er det sikkert mulighet å få oss litt varme i koppen. Så takker vi for i dag.
Takk for i dag. Det snakkes vi i morgen. Kos deg masse. Nødde fredag kvelden, og kanskje en jernske solnedgang. Nå stikker jeg, for nå skal jeg åpne butikken. Så vi snakkes i morgen.
Snakkes. Takk for i dag.